I turned my headlamp off at 6:15 a.m. today, and the sun still hasn't risen. It'll rise at 6:34, I think, but it's September 2nd, and we're gonna start losing light really fast. I'm not sure how many hours of daylight do I get at least right now. 12, 4, I think I get 14 hours of daylight at the moment, but that's gonna go down. It's break number 1, and as usual, I have angered a squirrel simply by existing. It is so wonderful to be in the trees, the live green trees. I was in so much burn for so long, starting in Sierra City, going through Quincy and Chester and Belden and Hat Creek Rim. There's just so much burn, and then Hat Creek Rim itself was just exposed naturally. And then got to Bernie Mountain Guest Ranch, and since then, oh, I love it. I love it so much. There's a lot of these little maple trees. Eating another bar while I walk. I ate all of the off the farm ones, and they were all really good. This is the first time I've seen the sky today. Oh, a little bit of rain over there. Oh my gosh. Mount Shasta is just illuminated by the sun. I think I see some fires to the west. One in there. And possibly one way behind those mountains. Here's break number 2 with Mount Shasta. It did start to sprinkle a bit, so I got out my extra pack liner, and so I'm putting all my top stuff in that. I packed out some Pringles because it was the biggest thing of chips that I could find at the general store at Bernie Falls. And I've kind of preserved the structure. They're very fragile and they are falling apart, but I do still have, they're still Pringles. I started wrapping my sleeping pad and my ground sheet to keep it nice and dry, and then I remembered that I'm going through quite a bit of overgrown section, and I don't want my ground sheet to get ripped up as I crash through the bushes. There's my break spot. It's been sprinkling just a tiny bit, but actually the temperature feels perfect right now. Lots of fresh pine cones down here. I bet a squirrel knocked them down to snack on later. This water source is about a 0.2 mile walk down this road off trail. He's actually getting the moisture that he's looking for. This one has tons of these strange little globules. Clear trail. Sprinkling a tiny bit. Just a little itty bitty bit of rain for now. Oh, brutal. This ant is carrying away another ant for dinner. And the other ant, the brown ant, is fighting for its life. And sometimes it's like attacking the other ant's head and almost seems to be making an escape. I mean, at the very least, the black ant doesn't seem to be able to go anywhere. That was really cool. I just met a hiker who is running the whole PCT. Started at Canada, heading towards Mexico, and their partner is meeting up with them with an RV so they can get like a wash and a meal and everything. Super cool. She said she got to mile 1200 today and still hasn't taken a 0. The trail's gonna follow this little ridge. I think I'm camping somewhere over there, hopefully with a view of Mount Shasta. These rocks are so interesting. It's just a bunch of little layers. I am getting near to my tent site, which I hope is unoccupied. And today has just been such a good day for hiking, just beautiful day. I could have done a 32 or 33 mile day. The terrain wanted me to, my legs wanted me to, I wanted to, but I exercised restraint, discipline, iron will, and I did not hike 30 miles today. I took some very strategically placed, very long video editing breaks to reduce the temptation, and I did it. I did not hike 30 miles today. And it was harder than usual to hold myself back today because I just feel so strong and so good and so excited to hike. But I managed to keep my mileage at the respectfully sedate distance of just over a marathon. So I think it'll be about 26.9 miles by the end of the day, and I feel really good about that. I'm really proud of myself for not hiking 30 miles today. All right, here's my tent site. Not sure what's happening over there, but over here there's thunder, and I saw a little bit of lightning. And then over here is a beautiful sunset over Mount Shasta. And there's one of the little UFOs that the Shasta people are always talking about. Well, I just sat there and watched one of the most stunning sunsets I've ever seen. But this rain cloud has been making some serious lightning. And so even though I could camp up here, I think I'm gonna go back to that campsite 0.3 miles back, which was in the trees and more protected. I am a little sad to leave. This would have been a sweet spot in good weather, but now I think I should be in the trees. I saw the best part of the sunset. I'm in my tent. I got set up just in time. The lightning storm is right above me now. Yeah, I sure am glad I listened to my gut on that one. Like 25 minutes ago, I was just up on top of a ridge enjoying the sunset. It was beautiful. But I was like, that lightning might get a little closer. It might get a little bigger. And it did.
think the storm has quieted down, but that was a lot of lightning and not a lot of rain. So unfortunately, I think there are going to be some fires cropping up tomorrow, but hopefully they'll get put out quickly. Or maybe there won't be any.